Another classic Maiden track. Oh my god. Thank you for letting me select the damn window I'm trying to move. Another classic Maiden track for this week's lesson. Also requested by a Patreon member. Hey, what else would you guys like to see? What do you want to see in a lesson? Let me know, and I'll make it happen. This lesson, I don't think is too complicated. It's in the key of E minor. I've seen some tabs and performances out there where people seem to think that you're just alternate picking consistent 16th notes the whole time. Nope. We're not doing that. I originally had played this with a slight palm mute on all the open E's. I swear it seems like it's slightly muted in the recording, and every now and then, like some live performance stuff, he'll do some palm muting. But then when I listen back to it with my slight palm mute, which isn't very... it sounded like shit. So I said, hell with that. I'm going to do it without the palm mute, and it sounded better. So, that being said, you're basically doing the same thing 3 times or like 4 times in a row, but on the last time, I'm gonna get rid of these repeat signs here. I only did that to make the tab on screen for that video look better. Basically, you play the same thing 4 times, but on the 4th time, the ending is a little bit different. You have some harmonics that get hit that you can clearly hear in the recording, which I do believe are the ones I have up here. And there's a very slight decrease or depress with the whammy bar or tremolo bar, about a half a step. Covers almost... I tried finding covers to see like how other people would do it, just to get a better idea, since I couldn't get any real clear video footage of Adrian Smith doing that. And even modern old Maiden performances, they just go to the D5 chord instead of actually doing the thing. Now, I don't have a whammy bar, so that's why you saw in the video demonstration that started this lesson, I'm pushing on my guitar neck here to basically make the strings sound lower. It's like a reverse bend by pushing the neck like that. So anyway, let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's look at the rhythm first. It's kind of the same thing, but basically you have this rhythm here that goes for those 2 bars, and then you have the same rhythm again here. It's just the notes change a little bit. So when you have an 8th note and then 2 16th notes, that's your gallop. Beat, and that's beat 1. Beat 2 here is a reverse gallop, so you have 2 16th notes and an 8th note, so that's da 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 da. And 3rd bar you have straight 16th notes, so that's just da 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 da. And so look here, so we have gallop, reverse gallop, straight 16ths, gallop, reverse gallop, straight 16ths, and then 2 gallops in a row here. So rhythmically we have da 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 That might be confusing for some of you. Basically, counting it, you have 1 and a 2E and 3E and a 4 and a 1E and 2E and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2E and 3E and a 4 and a 1E and 2E and a 3 and a 4 and a... Another way to look at this is, let's look at the fretted notes here. Something happens every time you hit a fretted note instead of the open string. Every single fretted note lasts an 8th note. All of the open E's are 16th notes. So knowing little things like this, I find it makes it easier to understand what's happening here and being able to play it. So again, these two bars rhythmically are the same. We're just changing what notes are the 8th notes. So, real slow. In fact, let's do a metronome here. Let's do it at good old 60 beats a minute. Because, hey, what a wonderful slow tempo to use. Here it goes. Do that 4 times. Well, on the 4th time we have the little change there. Go more up to speed. So one of the hard things, some people have a hard time with is getting back up to that 12th fret for the repeat of this phrase. So what you might want to do actually look at the 12th fret before you have to get to it. So let's see. When I'm doing that, watch my head. This might make more sense. See how when I was finishing fret 2 and 3 over here, I moved my head to look at the 12. Keep watching my head. Watch my head. So doing that, instead of trying to look at the same time that you're going up there, it makes it, at least for me, makes it easier for me to get to that 12th fret more accurately. And as with anything, you can always metronome it up. So like work on going from this bar here over to that bar, so you can stick that landing on the 12th fret. So let's look at the ending of this. So first 2 bars here, same. That whole thing holds over nice and long. But basically, instead of going, now we have, so that's just that highlighted portion there with that first harmonic. So metronome at 60. Let's do that whole line now. I fucked up. Let's do that again. Of course, in the song, it just goes down. It doesn't come back up. At least that's what it sounded like to me. Let's do that more up to speed now. Just the highlighted line. That's really it. As far as the other guitar goes, let's see. Let me change how this is laid out. So, looking at this is the beginning of the song. So, there's the first time through that riff. Here's the second time through that riff. And then the third time through the riff is when the other guitar comes in. So, when this riff begins for the third time, that's when this first E5 chord down here is hit. And then it lasts for almost 4 full bars. The next time you hit the long-lasting E5 chord comes in on beat number 4. Beat 4. So, if looking here, you have a dotted half note, which lasts a total of 3 beats, or 3/4 notes. And then, if you look at what the bass is doing, so that's when the bass does this little melodic line near the end there, doing the... The G that Steve Harris slides up to begins on beat number 1, which also begins the 4th repetition of this riff. So when you're playing along with it, let's say you want to do the rhythm chords instead. Just make sure you hit that E5 the second time it comes in on beat number 4 and not on beat number 1 when this 4th repetition of the riff kicks in. And then you have the D5s that come in. Well, that comes on the upbeat of 4. So if you're counting it, it's basically going like 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, boom, boom. And that's really it. That's it. That's the intro. So, if you got questions, let me know. Here's something fancy you can try to do. This is a trick my guitar teacher taught me many years ago. But, like, using your thumb as a pivot point. Like, the trick was... That's basically what it is. It looks way harder than it actually is. But basically, like, you can do this kind of idea with wasted years. Well, okay, if you practice it, it'll sound better than that. Let's try it again. Anyway, So you want some added difficulty, try that. So basically, you start with your pinky, and you just start rotating your fingers back and forth. I didn't use just first and pinky on that. I guess you, I don't know, can you? I guess you could. It's kind of awkward down there. I don't know, something to try. The other thing, the guitar trick. Ugh. Damn it. I haven't played that in years, so it kind of goes to show you, I think, that it's actually easier than it looks. So basically what I'm doing, like without the hand flip stuff, is just going. So yeah, just like hitting 8, pulling off to 0, 8, pull off, 0, 0. That's right. 1, and then going 7 and 4. So first it's 8 and 5. Now I'm forgetting what the heck it is. I gotta play it sweet again. Hang on. Okay, so 8 and 5 twice. So always pulling off to the open string. So pick, pull, pick, 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 pull, pick, pick. That was a shit note. Pick, pull, pick, 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 pull, pick, 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 pull, pick, 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 pull, pick, pick, and then move down to 7 and 4. So it's like a harmonic minor riff. 7, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, pick, pull, 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 pick, pull, pull, pull. And then you're just using your thumb to be your pivot point. So you're going to go pinky, middle finger, index finger. So when you're pulling off here, you're still making that motion of the pull off where you're bringing your finger in towards your palm. So pulling up like this. Don't flick it away. Don't do a flick off. Still do a pull off like this. Yeah, and yeah, it's easy to hit that open B, but oh well. Damn it. So you're just rotating back and forth on that thumb there. So, there you go. Party trick you can amaze your friends with. One of these days I might actually practice my nubbing. This lesson is just kind of going off on whatever right now. This is one of the, probably with the one of the shorter Iron Maiden lessons. That sounds like ass. Anyway, enough fooling around. Alright, again, you got questions, let me know. If you have requests for lessons, definitely let me know. And done, done, done.